Greetings. I picked Thailand, which is a country in Southeast Asia with a population of approximately 65 million. It was once a European colony, but eventually freed itself to become the Kingdom of Thailand. The majority of its people are Thai, while the rest are from other Asian countries and other parts of the world. Having a long coastal strip and warm tropical climate, it has managed to be a good tourist destination for people around the world. Thai people are often productive and hardworking, as they believe that a person is supposed to enjoy his or her life. They too possess a cultural heritage which they are proud of. Thais have a pro-business attitude and are usually slow in making decisions. They prefer passing decision through various levels before making a final decision. Usually top management in most businesses are family members. They believe that when conducting a business, an influential or powerful person is of importance to them. During the first business meeting, good humor, smiles, and polite conversation is a great way to start the day. Thais prefer that the second meeting includes a meal invitation and that proper etiquette should be observed. Usually meetings begin with various small talks, as they regard it as being impolite to move into business dealings before getting to know each other. When conducting negotiations with them, these may be lengthy discussions, as Thai persons usually take time to go over content before making a decision. Sometimes the slow flow of information may cause a delay in discussions. Furthermore, Thais prefer working late rather than early morning. They also like to keep business separate from work, and their families always come first before business. When a U.S. company wishes to conduct business in Thailand, there are a number of aspects which should be considered prior to going there. In regard to business norms, when a foreigner meets for a business meeting, it's important to note that Thai businessmen will shake hands. Thai men only give a Y to Thai people whom they are equal to or of greater status. If a foreigner is advanced with a Y and does not know its meaning, it won't be an insult, but instead one should just smile and shake hands. Furthermore, when it comes to introducing business partners, the Thai people start with one with lowest status and ascend to the highest. When addressing a person, Thais prefer calling a person by their first name. In terms of titles, Thais prefer calling a foreign by their given name, hence one should not mistake that for being friendly. Thais usually call people's names preceded by the word kun. This is mostly used when addressing both men and women, whether married or not. When a Thai does not know a person's name, he or she will call him kun, meaning you. In conducting a formal business meeting with a Thai person, dressing is vital. Dressing speaks of a person of hierarchy in Thai's society. It is hence important to go to such places dressed formally and so as not to be low ranking in society. It is of importance to attend business meetings with a clean pressed shirt, trouser with a belt, dress shoes with a tie and suit. For women, conservative skirts and dresses are allowed. When one gets invited to any Thai's home, it is important to follow traditions. Thais expect to be given gifts wrapped attractively as they place a value on appearance. Appropriate gifts include good quality fruits, chocolates, and flowers. Furthermore, avoid dull colors like black, blue, or green, as they are associated with mourning. In giving gifts, always remember to pass it with the right hand and not with the left, because that's associated with bad luck. Lastly, Thais generally will not attempt to open their gifts before any guest, so naturally one should never request the receiver to open their gifts. In regards to dining etiquette, When invited at a specific time, it is always nice to arrive close to the agreed time. On arrival at the door, one should always check to see if people are entering with shoes or not. Always keep in mind to step over the threshold rather than stepping on it, since Thais believe in the existence of spirits at that sacred place. It is good to remember that while dining, when asked to pass something, always pass it with the right hand. In Thailand, certain body languages are not acceptable. For instance, touching a person of the opposite sex in public is taboo. One should never pass or touch anything over one's head, as they regard a person's head as being sacred. Furthermore, pointing at someone or something with one's foot should never occur, as they regard a person's foot as being an unclean part of the body. When speaking to someone, one should never place their hands in their pockets. When having a business meal, never snap your finger or raise your voice in order to attract a waiter. Thais eat with a fork plus a tablespoon. Always remember to leave a small quantity of food on the plate to show the host that you are completely satisfied with the meal. In regard to dressing, Thai society is basically divided into a lower and an upper class. Dressing denotes the status which one is. Thais regard appearance importantly. Often the wealthy in society are admired, hence generally overdress, even in the hot climate. Furthermore, Western clothing is acceptable and modest clothing is also recommended. One should always be clean and neat. One should always wear stylish clothing to impress your potential business counterparts. The main reason that I picked Thailand for my subject is one of my main mentors, Grand Tao Master Mintak Chia, owns the Tao Garden Health Spa and Resort, and it's an internationally renowned healing center that is actually located in Thailand. Their international team of health specialists uses the latest methods from traditional Chinese medicine, Ayurvedic medicine, energy medicine, and allopathic medicine to determine the root cause of disease and design a therapeutic program appropriate to the needs of the individual. I want to thank you very much for allowing me to share this information about Thailand customs and etiquette, and I hope you have a wonderful new year. Namaste. Share your peace.